Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A second down throw for Rivers. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Going underneath for Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a corner.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third and long. It's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
Hey, Rocket. Check three.
Rivers is going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts. But even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A very solid gain of 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with 5 seconds left. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. To throw for it is Ryan. And they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And now San Diego getting set to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah, I know only one of them counts, but this one looks like it's going to lead to a victory. I know we're not supposed to count anyone out, but with that little bit of time left on the clock, it'd take almost a miracle for them to lose this one.
It would, and this is going to sound cliche. It's been such a great game. You just hate to see one side lose, but, hey, they earned it.
Brandon, normally we see these exciting finishes off the foot of a field goal kicker. Instead, they put it in the end zone to cap the victory.
And when you and I do a game every week, we talk about, man, we hope this is a good game. We got a treat today.
Not only did we get a treat, it'll be one that we will treasure and remember forever.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.